Before you watch this video, there are two things you need to know. Number one, these videos were recorded in advance just to ensure that they all got edited and uploaded on time. So, any changes made in the couple weeks before the season starts, those will be addressed in the first episode of WNBA Weekly. And the most important thing you need to know about this video is that I am not a member of the press. I am not in any way associated with the WNBA or any of their sponsors or affiliates. I'm just a guy who loves watching the sport and decided to make some videos where I give my opinions on the things that I see. Greetings and welcome to the Fan Perspective. I'm your host Nathan Nile, and these are the 2018 WNBA preseason power rankings, and this is that number 2, which means that in 2 days from this video going live, the WNBA season will begin. And which team have I put at number 2? Have you guessed it correctly? I have chosen the Connecticut Sun. Now, this was a team that shocked the hell out of everyone last year. Even I was one of the people that just expected, if Chiney ever gets back healthy, they might manage to start winning some games, but until then, they just got to keep suffering through it. But I was so wrong. I have gained massive respect for Curt over the past couple of years. Ever since he took over the team, they have just improved by leaps and bounds each season. Jonquel Jones, only in her second year last season, and she becomes a huge scoring threat. She's going to be a double-double machine this year. She's just an incredibly talented athlete. She dunked in the All-Star game. 6'6", she's hard to defend. Not to mention Alyssa Thomas also coming into her own. And along with Jasmine Thomas, the three of them went to the All-Star game. And now they welcome back Chiney and Alyssa, who was drafted first overall with the expectation of being the face of this franchise. Sorry, I got distracted. I heard a noise back there. Long story short, anyone who doesn't have this team at least in their top 5 is an idiot. I mean, the front court alone is going to be a nightmare to try and defend, having to be able to match up with Chiney, Alyssa, and Jonquel. It's going to be hard to double any of them, but they're also the players that are good enough that if you leave them one-on-one, they can feast. This is a team that has athleticism, versatility, and the head coach of the year telling them how to use it. They were just shy of winning the East last year. I expect them to dominate that conference this season. I think they're going to struggle against the Western Conference, especially some of the powerhouse teams like Minnesota and LA. But at the end of the year, I think they have a legitimate shot. I expect them to not only make the playoffs, but get at least a first round bye, possibly a second, but who knows, maybe not. Honestly, this team's entire starting lineup could be in the All-Star game. I don't think any of them are really going to be legitimate MVP candidates just because they're stealing votes away from each other. And I don't know what system Curt is going to put in place. But I know this is probably, in my opinion, the most dangerous front court in the league. So yeah, Connecticut is number 2, which means you already know who number 1 is. But feel free to tune in tomorrow where I reveal why I chose LA as the number 1 team. And guess what? 2 more days. 2 more days and the WNBA season starts, and I upload the first episode of WNBA Weekly. Which means if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and don't forget every video, be sure to leave likes, be sure to leave me messages. Let's have a conversation here. I mean, hell, I can talk to myself any day of the week. How many times do I actually get to talk to other people? I'm starting to feel a little crazy because I spend half my days just standing here alone in a room, shouting at an inanimate object. So tune in tomorrow where I reveal the number 1 team. It's LA. Spoiler alert. And until then, this has been the Fan Perspective. I'm your host, Nathan Lyle. Have a great day. Thanks for watching this video. This has honestly been the hardest power rankings I've ever had to do. And I always get 2 or 3 of these wrong anyways every single year. So if you disagree with anything I've said in this video, feel free to leave a comment telling me everything I said wrong and why.